What's going on, people? What's going on? Guess what? I'm free. Got my student out of my truck yesterday. He's going on to prosper and do better things. He's got his SATs, I think, come Monday. So I'm in Savannah right now, and I got a couple of loads I got to do. Basically, it's taking empty trailers from the Savannah OC, the tank wash, and taking them over to Kimtall. So here's the thing. The Savannah OC, that's my actual OC, right? And I've been on the boat side a little over a year. This is my first time here at my own OC, and wow, wow. That's all I can say, man. You know what? I love this tank wash because it's a little on the bigger side. Number one, it seems to be a little more, I guess organized is the word I'm looking for. I love how it's got the empty, clean trailer lot across the street, basically. So, and this is awesome. So I like this location. So anyway, while I'm here, I've actually got family that lives down here. So I was going to try and go to church tomorrow. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't even know where the church is at, to be honest with you. Maybe I'll take a lift or something. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, man. I'm sitting here because the trailer that I'm picking up is missing the side light over here on the driver's side. It's missing the light plus a rubber gasket to basically keep it in on the side. It's missing the one in the rear on the side, the yellow one. I think it's got the actual light, but it's missing the actual gasket. On the back, it's intermodal chassis, okay? The tag light, that's there. That was a little loose, but I popped that back in, so that's fine. It's got one red light, but it's missing the other two lights as well as the rubber gaskets to hold that light in there. And I think that's all the lights that it's missing. So it's missing lights and gasket lights, or not gasket lights, but it's missing the gaskets to actually hold the light inside. So I've already called maintenance. I was gonna go into my box here and get some lights, whatever, and I don't have enough. So I've never been through a situation where I'm missing a bunch of lights. So that's what I'm doing right now. I was thinking, and yeah, so I actually called and I reported it, and I went for them to call me back. I've been here a while, and I'm starting to think, on the van side, I thought for sure that they said that we could, like, I guess maybe go to a Goodyear or Wingfoot. And for like minor stuff, we just go there. We don't have to report it. So I might need to call about that just to make sure, because I don't want to just spend my time here. I got this trailer and then I got that one over there. I'm starting to just maybe pick up that trailer and just send it over there. But yeah, and come back that way. At least I'm kind of productive. I don't normally do that though, but I'd rather do something. Get me moving. Anyway. But yeah, so let's talk about backing. What do I do when it comes to backing, right? Well, first and foremost, one of the most important aspects about backing is starting your day early, and you might be thinking, well, how does that relate, Well, look at this. Okay, so you start your day early, and I'm not saying 1 or 2 o'clock. I mean, you can do that, but say you start your day, 3, 4, no later than 5 o'clock in the morning, early in the morning, okay? Start your day early. 14 hours later, what has to happen? Well, you have to end your day early. Why? Well, because you can't go past your 14. Okay, fine. End your day early, and you get to a truck stop. And at that point, because it's early, you've got your pick of a spot. You can basically park wherever you want to, For me, even though I get there early, I'm not parking up front. I'm parking way in the back. I'm parking somewhere where I have to walk. And I'm parking in a corner somewhere. Why is that? Well, okay, so I might need to kind of draw it out a little bit, you know, and then go from there. But, you know, you park in a corner because you're thinking ahead. Okay, so 10 hours later, I got to pull out of this spot. What's the lot going to look like potentially when I'm ready to leave? After I've done my pre-trip and all that stuff and I'm ready to go, what's it going to look like? Well, I mean, more than likely it'll be packed, right? So you think, okay, well, I'm going to park in a corner spot so that all I got to do is just pull straight out and just leave, you know? As opposed to, there's some trailers right here and I'm parked like right here. That makes any sense? I'm parked right here, and maybe the last spot was like way out here. I'm right here, but you know, somebody ran out of time, so there's a bunch of trucks that are parked like that, and now you can't get out. So you're in the middle, but now you can't get out, you know? Or maybe it's a situation where it's just tight parking, you know? So you got the trucks right here, you got trucks right here, and you're ready to leave, and you're trying to get out, but it's like real tight. Now, as a bulk driver, you know, our trucks and our trailers aren't as long as your average, you know, van driver, which is what you'll normally see out there. So we're a little shorter. I believe our trailers are about 48 feet. So we're a little shorter. So we can kind of get away, but still is that extra stress in a sense of trying to get out of there. Can I make it? Can I make it? I mean, yeah, you can, but it's just, you're really looking, you know, head is on a swivel, you know? So for me, my rule is I'm starting my day no later than 5 o'clock in the morning. Now there's some lows where it's like, you know, I can't start my day until like 10 o'clock, and those lows I can't stand because I don't work past like, say, you know, 6 o'clock at night. I just don't. And that's because I want to make sure that I have parking. You know, I want to make sure that I, you know, can get a spot. Now, if you're brand new, here's how this works out. You start your day early, you end your day early, and when you go to park at a truck stop, you basically can park wherever. What does that mean? Okay, so at this point, nobody's in a sense really there. So you don't have that extra stress of trying to park somewhere and somebody's waiting behind you. I mean, yeah, you might, but I mean, there's a lot of space there, so they can drive around you, right? So you pick out whatever spot that you need to get into, and you can basically practice. Okay, I'm not going to go over those lines, you know, the spot, you know, I'm going to back it into the spot, and you can have the chance to really just look at what you're doing and see how everything reacts and whatnot, and you don't have to worry about, you know, hitting the truck over here or over there. You know, there's nobody around you. You can just back it into that spot and just get it in there the best way that you can. And, you know, don't be afraid. Hey, you know, I'm making a mistake. Why is that? Well, oh yeah, my TE said this, or my trainer at the academy said this. Let me try that and, you know, see if it works, see if it doesn't work, you know, find out what works. And then you finally get into that spot. And if there's another, if there's plenty of space, like say for instance, I think it's a Petro, but I also think it's called White's Travel Center. It's up in Rafine, Virginia, I think it is, or I think it's Virginia. I can't remember. I've not been there, up there in a while, but they've got like 700 spots. You know, it's so big that, you know, they have a shuttle that'll take you from the store to your truck, you know. But yeah, it's like 700 spots. So if you're up there, I mean, you could just practice all day, you know, just back into a spot, pull out, drive around, back into a spot, pull out, you know, you can do that, you know. Let's see. What else? Okay, so when you're backing into a spot, what are you looking at? You know, what are you looking at? And the biggest thing that I can say is whatever that you're focused on is where your trailer will go, right? It's just where it will go. Let's try this. Hold tight. All right. Let's use this slide. Okay, so say if you're having to, I can't see you. There we go. Say if you're having to park into that spot right there. Okay, you got you're on two trailers right there, and you pull up and you put the bend into your trailer, and you know you're ready to go. And in most cases, when you're brand new, you're looking at this first trailer right here. You're looking at this corner because you're thinking, I don't want to hit that trailer right there. I got to get it into the spot here. I don't want to hit that trailer right there, right? And so because you're focused on that, that's where your trailer will go. It's going to go right there. It's going to hit this corner because you're focused here. But I say, don't do that. Let's bring it back 10 feet, right? Bring it back 10 feet. About 10 feet. And we're going to focus our attention. See right there. So you're back here. All right, here we go. He went away. Okay, so you're backing into a spot. And this is about 10 feet. Well, I say 10 feet, but it's away from that. So I still got that corner. And I bring it out straight back out about 10 feet. 8 to 10 feet or so. And I'll focus on that spot. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have this when I'm out on the road, in a sense, but I'm out here, I'm in my truck that way, I'm looking back, and I'm focused on this spot right here, okay? Focus here, and this says, okay, I got to get my tandems to about right here so that when I make my turn and, you know, cut to the right, I get that trailer swings back, and I want it to basically swing back to the point where now I'm basically doing more of a straight back in a sense. You know, so I'm getting my trailer back into this hole, but I've already done the swing out here. Where we at? I focus right here. I know that this is parallel, straight in front of that trailer, and I'm getting my trailer swung back into this hole so that, I'm not saying this right. I want to pivot my trailer in such a way so that by the time I get back here, I know that it's basically straight back into that hole. And then back here, that way, you know, I'm basically getting my truck to the point where it wants to swing back. How we say, you know, get underneath it. Get underneath it, you know. I've got my trailer. Does this make sense? I'm not sure I'm saying this right. I'm getting my trailer pivoted to the point where my trailer is more straight into this hole. And then at this point, all I have to worry about is get my truck lined right behind my trailer. I hope that, I'm not sure if I'm explaining that right, but that's basically what I'm doing. So I'm not focused on that corner right there. I'm focused on this spot right here. And so I'm watching my trailer, watching my tandems, and I'm seeing where those are at. And it makes things a lot easier because when you're focused over here, on this corner, like I said, your trailer will come right here. And now you got to do like a hard right to get it to pivot to get into the spot. But at the same time, you know, it's like, okay, well, there's a possibility that you might hit this trailer right here, and we don't want to do that. So why put ourselves into that situation? Why not go ahead and just make that pivot out here? You know, now I'm saying 10 feet, but it doesn't necessarily be 10 feet. Maybe it's 5 feet, but whatever it is, don't focus there. Focus out here. Make your pivot point out here. I hope that helps.